So here, let's call P dollars the original price of this computer. So this was increased by X%. So its current price would be P plus 1 plus X over 100. This is the result of increasing something by X%. So that's the current price. And then Elena used a computer that allowed her to purchase the computer at a Y% discount off. So we're getting Y% discount on that. So our multiplier would be 1 minus Y over 100. I'm not going over more of the details of this, but I cover this in my concept lesson. So this is what the price that she purchased. So that's her price. Question is the price at which she purchased the computer less than the original price of the computer. So question is that less than P? And so you'll notice the P is the same positive number. So really this question boils down to that the product of these two quantities, is that less than 1? Meaning, are we ending up with a lower value or not? So I'll start with statement 1 says X is 12 and Y is less than 12. So this would be 1.12, and then this is 1 minus, let's say 0.01 Y. And they don't give you a value for Y. So whenever that's the case, I always use specific values to test this. So for example, if Y was very close to 0 point, I mean, technically it can be any really small value. This would be, say, 0.01%. So this means it's going to be approximately 1. In this case, this product will be very close to 1.12. The answer in this case would be a no. 1.12 is not less than 1. Questions, can I do a yes? And that would mean I need to choose Y as large as possible. So very close to 12. So if I chose 12, because technically I can choose it to be 11.99999. So let me choose that to be 12. So in that case, this would be 0.88. And then I can check this calculation. I'm going to have to do this multiplication. Actually, there's another way to do this. This is 1 plus 0.12 and 1 minus 0.12. This is our difference of squares. 1 minus 0.12 square. Actually, that 12 times 12 is 144. So this is going to be 0.0144. And when I subtract that from 1, we know this is going to be less than, it's going to be 0.9 something. But the key thing is it's less than 1. In that case, the answer would be yes. And note that I could choose Y to be 11.999. So I have a yes and no. That's the key part, is you need to have a definite value. Sometimes, if this is given in a general way, it doesn't mean that just because Y doesn't have a unique value, that would be insufficient. I always urge students to demonstrate the yes and a no. So 1 alone is insufficient. If we do 2 alone, which is Y greater than 9, but there's nothing about X. So we don't really know. So 2 alone is insufficient. If we do 1 and 2 together, we have 1.12 and then 1 minus 0.01Y, where Y is between 9 and 12. So we know very close to 12. It is a yes. And then if it's 9, we're actually going to just use the value 9. So it would be 1 minus 0.09, which would be 0.91. So we're doing this multiplier, 1.12 times 0.91. And the question is that less than 1? So I'll just do this multiplication. And let me just make sure 9 to 1, 9, 0, 1, 9, 10, 2, 9, 1, 0. So yeah, this is actually going to be greater. 1.0192. So this is our no. So actually, when we combine them, it's insufficient, because y could, if it's very close to 9, for example, 9.0001, this would be a no. But if it's very close to 12, 11.999, that would be a yes. So even combined, it's insufficient. The answer is E.